Okay, you're on Microsoft Excel and you want to know how to autofill dates. Now we'll do this for days, weekdays, weeks, months and years. So we'll start off with today's date in cell A2, control semicolon will enter today's date. And then we're going to use this green square bottom right of the cell to autofill the date. Now watch the mouse pointer as I place it over that green square. It changes from a fat white cross to a thin black cross. Then I can just drag that autofill handle down and it will automatically increment the dates for me. Now if you didn't want to increment the dates and you wanted to copy the dates, you'd hold down Control and do the same thing. And that'll just copy the dates. Now if you had a lot of dates that you wanted to autofill, say dates for a whole year, then I wouldn't use that method. Use this method instead. Enter your first date. Then on the Home tab of your ribbon, go over to the Editing group and you'll see a button here called Fill. Then you want to go to Series in the menu. Now we want a series in a column, so we select columns there. And the type is date, that's already selected for me. Date unit is day. And then down here I can enter the last date I want to autofill. So let's say that was in a year's time, so 31st of July 2025. So if I click on OK, it creates those dates for me without having to drag that autofill handle down manually. So that's a bit of a time saver. Let's move on to weekdays. Now I'll enter today's date, control semicolon. Then I'm going to drag the fill handle down. Now at the moment it's giving me weekdays and weekend dates. If I want to change the list to weekdays exclusively, I need to go down to this little autofill options button. And then from this list, choose fill weekdays. Now again, if you were doing that for a larger range of dates, I wouldn't use that method. I'd enter my first date. I'd go back to the Home tab on the ribbon, back over to the Fill button, Fill Series. I'm creating a series in a column. The type of series I'm creating is a date series. The date unit this time is weekday, and then I can enter my stock value. So let's say that's the 31st of the 7th, 2025. Click on OK, and that creates all those dates for me. And you can see the last date I have is the 31st of July, 2025. Now, if you want weeks, you have to work a little bit harder. What you're going to have to do is enter two dates a week apart. So I'm going to go to my calendar in Windows. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to enter the 5th of August as my first date and the 12th of August as my second date. So the 5th of the 8th, 2024, and then the 12th. So obviously those dates are a week apart. Then what I do is I select both dates and then I use the fill handle again to autofill the dates. And all these days are a week apart. Now if you have a lot of dates that you need to autofill, again I wouldn't use that method. Instead I would enter the first date and then go back to this Fill button, go to Series. I'm creating a series in a column. The type of series I'm creating is a date series. The date unit is day and the step value will be 7. 7 days. The last Monday I want to return is actually the 28th of July 2025. And if I click on OK, it creates all of those dates for me, which will all be Mondays. Now for months, pretty similar. So here we want to return the same day or consecutive months. So let's say it's the 1st of the month. So we'll have the 1st of August 2024. So I select that date. I use the fill handle to autofill down. And then I go down to this autofill options button and I choose fill months. It gives the same day for each of these months. And if you had a lot of months that you wanted to autofill, again, I'd use this button, Fill Series, series in columns, type date, And this time the date unit is months. And I could put in my stop value. Let's say it was the 1st of the 8th, 2025. Click on OK. And it creates those dates for me down to the 1st of the 8th, 2025. Now you've pretty much guessed how years work. If I put in today's date and I want that date on consecutive years, I autofill the date down. I go to this button, autofill options, and I fill years. It gives me the same date on consecutive years. Now if I want many years, go back to your fill button, series in columns, type is date unit is years, and I can put my stop value. So I'll say the 31st of the 7th. Let's really go for it. 9,999. Click on OK, and it creates all those dates for me. Now a little tip for you. You can easily format your dates to show the day of the week. So let's do that for the week dates. So I'm going to select the first date and then use Control-Shift down arrow key to select down to the last date, Control backspace to get back to the first date, and then Control 1 on my keyboard. I'm then going to go down to Custom, and in this type box, I'm going to delete everything but the first 2 Ds. Then I'm going to type 2 extra Ds, space D, space M, space YYY. So you can see up here what these characters return. The first 4 Ds return the day of the week. This 5th D, standing on its own, returns the number of the day of the month. The 4 M's are returning the name of the month, and the 3 Y's are returning the year. So if I click on OK, it returns those dates with the day of the week. Okay, that's all I wanted to cover in this particular video. Hopefully that's useful. If it is, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you next video.